having you here today. Today we want to look at password cracking. Now, password cracking is one of the techniques that you can use for gaining access or for exploitation in cybersecurity, most especially ethical hacking. And that is why, as ethical hacker, we must understand how password cracking works and how we'll be able to mitigate such processes when it happens. So without wasting time, we'll go into password cracking. And getting a password cracking, the first thing we'll look at is, the first step is to identify our target. So the first step is to identify our target. So we are looking at password cracking. So password cracking. So the first step to go with the first step is identify the target. So in this case, we'll be making use of a virtual machine called Metasploitable. Example, our target today is Metasploitable 2. So if you don't know how to actually go about installing Metasploitable or setting up Metasploitable, please go back to the video on bash command. You'll see it on the channel. Please go through it. You'll see how to set up a Metasploitable 2 machine. And so we are identify our target. Know that this is our target. So you get the second thing you need to do is to what? Get the target IP. Get the target IP address, IPv4 address. Get the target IPv4 address. So get the target IPv4 address. So let's now, to do that, you go to your Kali here, your virtual machine. Let's launch the Metasploitable 2 machine. So we click on it and we have launched it. I've already signed in. So to get the IP address, type IP space A. Then you get the IP address. Then this is the IP address here. My IP address here is 10.93.4.1. So let's 10.93. So example IP address IP is 10.92.4.14. 92 or 93, I think 93. So 10.93.4.13.14. That is the IP address. Now the second thing is to validate the IP address. Validate the IP address. So validate the IP address to be sure that the IP address is actually, the machine is actually reachable. So you ping it. Example, you ping, to validate it, you ping the IP address 10.93.4 on 14 using Kali Linux. So I forgot, before we start, I forgot here. Yeah, our target is this, but we also have, then Kali Linux is our attacker machine. That is for Kali Linux. So it's our attacker machine. So we'll ping it on our attacker machine. So you launch your Kali Linux. So we launch our Kali Linux here. So we launch our Kali Linux. So you ping it to be sure that, so click on the terminal. So you ping it. So you ping it now. So ping 10.93.4.14. So you can see it's actually connecting. So you can cut it by pressing Ctrl C, or you can clear the terminal, or you can use fping. If you don't want to ping, you can use fping, then 10.93.4.14. So it's telling you that, yeah, it is alive. That means to tell you that it's connected or it is reachable. So we are through that. The second thing is to the next thing to do is to conduct vulnerability analysis. For conduct vulnerability analysis. So conduct vulnerability analysis. In this case, we'll be using Nmap. So Nmap is a network map scanner. So we'll be using Nmap. So example, we'll be using Nmap minus S of V, then the IP address 10.93.4.14. So that's what we'll be using. So we'll go to our Kali and do that. So we'll go to our Kali Linux and do that. So we'll do Nmap minus S of V 10.93.4.14. So that is for Nmap. Then press enter key on your keyboard. So we want to check if this particular machine has anything like open ports, or if there's any ports that are open within this machine. That is the essence of what we want to check. So the result is here, and look at the feedback he gave us. Yeah, after running it, telling us that, oh, he has ports. We have port 20, 21, port 22, 23, 24, 25, and so on. They are open, and the service is FTP, SSH, Telnet, and so on. Then this is the versions. This is the version of it. This is the version, and it's also telling us that. So it's also telling us that, okay, this is the MAC address for the system, the MAC address, and this is the system itself. It's using Oracle VirtualBox, and then this is the host. The host is Metasploitable, and it's using local. It's on a local domain, and then it's a Metasploitable. It's a Unix OS, and so it gives us much information about the. It gives us also much information about the target. Sorry. So we can be sure, you can now see that, okay, let's look at, you can see that FTP is open, and so we need to, let us see how we can break into the system using the FTP services or port 29, so that we'll be able to get the hash file of this particular machine. So the next thing is to conduct exploitation. We want to exploitation using exploitation. So in this case, we'll be using Metasploit. We'll be making use of Metasploit. So example, we'll be making use of Metasploit. Using Metasploit. using Metasploit. That's what we'll be using. So we'll be making use of Metasploit. Metasploit is an exploitation tool. Exploitation using Metasploit. So that's what we'll be doing, or that's what we'll be working on. So you go to your Kali Linux, go back to Kali, and open another terminal. Open another terminal and type msf console to access the Metasploit framework. To type msf console. So let us wait as we continue initializing. So let's wait for msf console. So right now the Metasploit have launched. So let's search for this vulnerability we find here. This vulnerability, this particular one. So let's search for this version, whether this version is there or not. So let's copy it and go back. So we'll search. So search. To enter. Let's give it a while. So we can see that we have an exploit version here. It's a backdoor. So we type use0. So use0. So right now we use 0. So let's clear the terminal so that we can see very well. So type show options to see what options to set. Show options. So you see that we have some options to set. One is R host, that is receiver or target host. Then the R port have already been set to port 21. So we'll set the R host now. So let's set the R host. Set R host. So remember, our R host is our Linux machine, our Metasploitable 2 machine. So 93.4.14. So when you finish that, then exploit. Let's see if it is able to connect or to work effectively. That means we have successfully exploited the system. So what is it saying? Oh, what I say? It said 10.93. So please specify the password. Exploit complete but no session was. So let's see what causes this. So we are not successful. Let's check our 10.93.4.14. So let's redo it again and see what could be the cause. So let's clear the terminal. Let's show option. Show options. So 10 point here is correct. So what could be the reason? So let's let's run it again. Set our host to 10.93.4.14. So set our port to port 21. So let's exploit again and see what it will give us this time. So yeah, we are successful this time. So congratulations to us. So we are successful this time. A session has been open for us. So if you do headless now, you see that we are inside the virtual, we are inside Metasploitable 2 machine from Kali. So now that we have actually succeeded in exploiting Metasploitable, the next thing we need to do is to get the hash file. So get the hash file. That's the next thing we need to do. Sys after exploitation, after successful exploit the machine, get the hash file, get the password hash. So example, to get the password hash, we type cat/etc/etc/shadow. So the password file is in the shadow file. So on your on the same terminal so type cat/etc/shadow. So look at the hash file here. So this is a hash file. So we are successfully hashing it. So this is it. So let's copy it. So we want to copy it now. So copy, right click, copy. So open a new terminal and paste this and create a file there. So let's say nano hash.txt. Let's create it inside. Let's put it inside this. So let's go to the root and put this clear ls. So let's say nano sudo nano hash file sudo nano hash dot txt. So we enter. So we will paste what we copy. So paste, click. So we have pasted. So press Ctrl O, enter, and Ctrl S. So we have created the file. So the next thing now, having getting our hash file, the next thing is to what? So number 7 step. Next step is to what? Is to crack the password. Crack the password using the hash file. Now tools we can use to achieve this. One, we can use Hydra. You can use John the Ripper, John the Reaper. We can also use hashcat. So first of all, we'll type with John the Ripper. So we'll start with John the Ripper using John the Ripper. We want to make use of John the Ripper. So we want to make use of John the Ripper. So go back to your Kali. Go back to your Kali. Now you can stop your. You can actually stop your Metasploit now. We are through with this, so that it will not be taking much of your memory. So you can actually stop your Metasploit now. Let's stop it now, so it will not take your memory. So we want to make use of John the Ripper now. So if you go to the application menu, if you are using the recent Linux, that is 20.25.2, if you go to credential accessing, you go to password cracking. You see hashcat, John the Ripper, you see OPF crack, and so on and so forth. So first of all, want to use John the Ripper. So John the Ripper is actually a command line interface. So John the Ripper is a command line interface. So we'll be making use of default. John the Ripper make use of both word list. So we'll be making use of Linux default word list called the ROCU. So to get the ROCU, you go to cd to USR, then cd to share, then cd to word list, then you go it. So you see it here. If you have not done it, it will be in .d, so you can unzip it. So if it is still showing red, it's showing .jz, you unzip it by using gunzip rocu.txt, gunzip rocu.txt.jz. So don't have extracted it already, but I'm just showing you in case you find your own like that. So press enter. I know my own will still show me this now. So just press enter and it will unzip. So you do cd, let's do cd space, let's go back, cd slash. So clear the terminal. Now to use Hydra, you use a command. So to use a Hydra, we use a command Hydra. No, John / format equal to. Now before you use this MD5 crypt long, you must check the type of hash it is. So we first of all confirm the type of hash it is. We have 3 different type of hash, which cryptography have MD5, we have SH512, which is all our units, then we have the bcrypt. So to confirm, you type hash ID. Let me increase the terminal so that I can see hash ID hash.txt. So look at it now, it's telling us, showing us $01. So anywhere it shows $01, that is telling us that this is MD5 hashes. If it is $6, it means that SH is SHA212 hashes. If it is $2A, dollar, that means this side now, if it's here is now 2a, this one is 2a, it means that it's a bcrypt type of hash. So this one is telling us MD5 hash. That is why we want to use MD5 format. So we'll do John dash format equal to MD5 crypt slash long dash equal to dash word list equal to. So if you create your own word list, you don't need to put it in the user format again. But if you not create your own word list, slash share, where we just went slash word list slash rockU dot tst hash dot tst. So this is what we get John dash this has. So you remember the format is because of what? It's because of the type of hashes it is. Then the word list here, because we are using a word list. If you are not using a word list, we won't have put here. So when we press enter. So let us see what it will give us. Let's give it some time. Yeah, it's taking much time to crack, but when it crack, it will show you. You see the crack here. It will see it in a red form. So please try it out on your own. I think the memory on the system here is actually very high, so it's making use of almost 100% CPU. So that's why because the system has been up for a longer time. So that is how to be able to do that. So if you are finished, I'm going to call this process now by pressing Q. So I aborted the process. So after that, if you are extracted, then type John dash show to see hash dot txt. So look at it here. It has even hashed it for us. You say, oh, there's a this thing called system here, and then it has the password is Batman. There's keylog. There's keylog here. The password is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then this is the hashes that it hash, that the hash or decrypted that brought about it. Then it said, oh, there's another one called services, and then this. So that's what it was telling us. Say remaining 4 is 7, but it has already hashed the remaining 4. But it's taking much time, so you can check it out on your own. This is actually how to crack. This is actually how to crack a password at any time, any day. This is how to crack any password of your choice when you get the password hash. Now you can also use a hash card as well to crack the password. You can also use hash card to crack the password. So now let us learn how to use hash card to carry out the cracking, password cracking, after we have done using John the Ripper. So let us use hash cards. So you first of all you determine the type of hash. Now we know that the type of hash is MD5, so we can now use the version for it. So type hash card. You type hash card -a to anchor minus a. So the type of file is 500 because it's actually MD5. So 500 minus a 0, then hash, put the hash file hash.txt. So we'll put the username, the word list share slash word list /rock u.txt. So that is that. So after that, you can now press enter. So it says invalid mode -a. Sorry. Where is that? Where is the error coming from? Okay, sorry, there's a space here. So -a, turn this to -m. The mode means mode, -m means mode. So let's see, it's still giving us the same thing. So our former this thing was actually right. So it says hash separator. What did it say? No hash loaded. Say hash.txt separator unmatched. So hash.txt separator unmatched. Let's cut our hash.txt. Okay, let's see. Oh, sorry. This our file is inside here. Oh, sorry. So hash. Yeah, our file is inside here. So sorry for that. So look at it now. Yeah, it has done that. So let us wait patiently. Look at all the files here, all the hash file on line this. So it's trying to token length expectation, the token length expectation. So these are all the lengths. So it's trying to check it out for us now to see. So we should wait patiently. So we are waiting like a patient dog. It say, oh, watch door, temperature aborted, trigger at what? 360. Say device 1, not enough allocated device memory for this attack. We have our network, we are not having enough network. So please try it out on your own and see what it will give you and see how it goes about it. So looking at this, there are two errors here. One is telling us that the token expectation is too long. That means there are some of this thing that doesn't have a hash file. So first of all, we need to find a way to be able to convert that hash to separate the one that does not have hashes. Then the second error that is telling us is that the second error is not able to say token length of hash. It say error happens so this. So first of all, let's separate it. So to do that, run awk -f, run it, then use a piping to pipe it, then use t to tell you that, oh, this thing is running as a root. Then it will hash only this, then send the echo output to what? To dev none. So use this command instead, this particular command instead, to sort out that error. Use this command to sort out the error the permission error we had. So if you do ls now, you see this one, and so it will now be only the file that have hashes only that can actually work now. So now haven't we achieved that? So we want to check. So we want to check, see the extracted hashes. So copy this code, head -n 20 hashes. So let's get the code, clear the terminal. So you can see now these are the one that are genuine, that have the real distance. So these are the one we are going to pass through the hash file. So we are going to pass this now through the hash file. So we are going to pass it through the hash file now. So let's see what it will give us. Let's wait patiently. Let's go and see the result of the work. Wow, let us see the result. So this is the result it gave us. So it's still giving us time, telling us that, okay, the first problem has been solved. You can see that the first problem has been solved. The second problem now is that it's using much space, so it requires more space for it to run. So what we need to do, you can try to reduce the word list that we are using. So let's create a word list. Let's create our own word list now. So let's say touch or nano word list. Let's nano it, nano word list. Nano, let's say hash, let's talk it hash word list. Hash word list dot txt. Let's put it that one. So we are going to create our own word list, not using a default word. Let's see if it is because of the word list. So I'll create here admin. Oh, it's asking us because we're in the root, we must run it as sudo nano hash word list, nano hash word list, Kali. So we'll type admin 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 Batman MSF admin, giving space and pass. So let us stop here and try it out. Let us see so that to know it makes memory. So we'll go back and type hash cat minus m. So this time we are not using this word list. So this time we are not using this word list. So minus o hash dot txt word list equal to hash word list dot txt. Okay, hash, I think we convert to hash only. Sorry, let's confirm something first. Let's confirm something. ls, so it's hashes underscore only, hashes underscore only dot txt. So hash cat minus m 500 minus a 0 hash dot hashes underscore only hashes underscore only dot txt hash word list dot txt. Let's check it out. Okay, it still gives us the same error or the same temperature challenge. So you can try it out on your own. It's actually as a result of temperature challenge.